Okay, let's jump over to the pilot's prototype website. This is the minimum viable product that I talked about earlier. It's not a production-ready website. Rather, it's something that we built so that we might better understand how the Data Act submission process might work. So when you come here, it's one simple page. You'll see 4 places to upload files. And of course, these correspond to the 4 files that we talked about in the process diagram. So I'm going to go ahead and get these ready for upload. And while I'm doing that, I want to say that we are between data pools with the SBA. So I am running this demo with some dummy data, and it's going to generate a lot of error messages. And that's great to show how the website works, but it doesn't reflect the true state of SBA's data, which is actually in pretty good shape. So I have chosen 3 of the 4 files to upload, and the first step is validate the data. So I'm going to click this button here, and for each of the 4 files, I'm going to get some information about how everything checked out. In the appropriations file, I can see that some of the fields weren't valid. So if you click View Error Details, you get more information about what is happening. So each table here represents a row in the CSV file that did not pass validations. And it drills down into a bit more detail. For each row, we show the specific data element that didn't pass validations and what the problem was. So we can see that for these fields, we have some required data that just wasn't there. Same with row 1. So this is good information so that you can go back and understand which row in the CSV caused a problem, but we also want to make it as easy as possible for people to go back to the source system and make the correction. So whatever information we have that will help people track that down, we'll put here. In this case, part of the appropriations account number. It works the same way for the other files. So here is object class program activity. These same missing fields show up in the error report. Now this file has a little bit more specificity in that it includes program activity and object class information. So we put that here too, just to help people again track back to the source. The award file I did not upload, so we just get a missing file message here. So the validations are pretty straightforward. The next step is to take validated data and convert it to the Data Act standard. That feature is not yet built into the website, but we do have it working as a command line utility, which I can show. So this Python script right here is going to run, and what it's doing is it's going to take the 4 validated CSV files that we've been working with. You should see some familiar names by now, and it's going to ingest them, and it's going to merge them with the Data Act standard, so to speak, and convert that CSV information into standardized information that is represented in a format called XML. We'll see what that looks like in just a minute. And I have told it to write out those XML files to a folder called data/demo data/XML. I can see here the demo data XML folder now has a lot of .xml files, which is good. And these file names and some of the data that we're going to see certainly reflect the fact that we're using this dummy data. But it is a first look at how standardized Data Act data might look. So clearly there's some work to be done, but this is a great first pass.